But this woman, it's out there. It's, hey, listen, daddy's little angel, mom did something I want you never to do. She banged 1,000 guys.
All right, it's the rundown. January 23rd. It's brought to you by Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Add a blast of refreshing tropical lime flavor to your game day with Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Mountain Dew Baja Blast is part of my game day ritual. I drink it every game day, and I'd love to drink one with these boys during the AFC and NFC championship games coming up. Who do you guys have in the Super Bowl? Who do you guys have in the big game?
In the big game? The Commanders.
Versus. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well,
I would love for that, but I think we're headed towards another dreadful Eagles-Chiefs rematch.
I don't know what they're going to talk about because you don't have the Kelsey Bowl this time, so they're going to have to find a new talking point. Tropical lime flavor of Mountain Dew Baja Blast is refreshing as hitting a parlay. Ride with a Baja Blast wave on game day and grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast for you and your crew wherever refreshing beverages are sold. First topic is we got a new rivalry. Move over Brady Manning. Two OnlyFans models, Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips, are both fighting over the fact of who came up with the idea to sleep with 1,000 men in a single day. But I think, isn't this...
What are we doing, man?
I don't know.
What are we doing as a society?
Aren't they? We're living, brother.
No, this is the opposite.
No, the Romans were getting down with everybody. Nothing's changed. That's on you.
1,000.
I think the Romans were spreading it out a little more. I don't think.
Yeah, 1,000 a day is crazy. But wasn't Debbie Does Dallas? Didn't she sleep with like 1,000 dudes in the same day?
I think it was more like 100. Like back when we were, but before you guys, when it was only print, when it was my thing. I think 100 was the number. And I know everything kind of goes up, but now the fact that it's 10x, it's sort of like we're no longer concerned with vaginal integrity. I can't imagine that this girl, because as it distends, it grays. Like, it's sort of like an elephant trunk. I don't know how the fuck. I don't know why this isn't a concern for people. Like, why this? What's your body count? Oh, this. What's your body count? 1,000. Really? Just last night? I mean, it's fucking crazy.
Who are the guys?
I don't know, man.
Like, who
I
are
couldn't
these
imagine.
sick fucks that are?
Imagine being
To be a part of history, though.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm like, I have a problem kissing a girl knowing that someone else's tongue was in her mouth.
Right.
Recently.
Right.
I can't even fathom the extent we're talking with this.
Go ahead.
Do you think they are like going in like loose? You know what I mean? Like they're like warming up.
It's loose.
You know what I mean? They're warming up. Yeah.
There's fluffers.
Like because if they're going in there and doing a whole.
This would take a week. It would take a week.
Yeah.
For this.
Yeah, I don't enjoy.
I have so many questions about it.
Every now and again, you go, like if I visit my son in college or something, if I stay in the dorm, I can't take a shower in a quarter inch of somebody else's water.
Yeah.
Much less put myself in where there could be 800.
That's why you wear water shoes. You wear some flip flops in the shower.
I couldn't imagine getting that on my torso or stuck in what few hairs I have.
Did anyone watch this?
No. I mean,
do we know anyone that's watched this? Glennie had to have.
Glennie's watched it. Yeah.
For research purposes, I feel like I should. I'll say, like the girl who did it is hot. She's attractive. Jack Mack had a tweet that was like, she doesn't look like a porn star, and I agree with that. There's a look you can tell with a porn star. It's something in the teeth. You can their teeth are fucked up. They didn't have proper orthodontics.
Yeah.
But no, she's very attractive.
I would agree with you that she doesn't have a traditional porn star look, and you would expect to see her behind like almost like a perfume counter or something.
Yeah.
She seems to have that going, but she's ruined like for the rest of. But apparently you don't get ruined, right? Like the Kardashians built a fucking billion-dollar empire off her getting horse pounded by Ray J. You know what I mean? Like he tied her and the balls off her, and now they're cultural fucking icons. I don't understand it anymore.
That tape I have seen, and
of course,
it's not that
we've
great.
all seen the tape, but like that would be something that would put you into no man's land a couple of years ago. Now this woman's gonna. She's accommodated 1,000 dicks in one day, and for some reason that's a fucking good thing.
I'm sad. This whole story just makes me sad for everybody involved.
Right.
I mean, out to her family, like her fucking friends, just everybody associated with this entire thing is just It's
I don't-
America 2025.
I'll bring down
Summed
the
up
room
in a
even
nutshell.
further. Like, what are you going to have to explain to your eventual kids that's out there? Hey, listen, you're going to see the video. I'm at a foam party and I take my shirt off and I say some stuff. You know, like you might have something like that. Hey, listen, Daddy was under investigation for insider trade. You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden it was a bathhouse. I thought, but this woman, it's out there. It's, hey, listen, Daddy's little angel. Mom did something I want you never to do. She banged 1,000 guys. Where does it go from here? Now this other girl says it was her idea first, so maybe she'll do 1,001, A Space Odyssey, and then this other girl goes, I'll go 1,500. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's a natural competitiveness.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's what makes a rivalry great.
Yeah.
When did everything flip from women downplaying their body count and doing that whole like roundabout math equation where you had to multiply it by 3 or whatever it was to get to the real number, to this point where they're trying to notch as many?
That's the internet, baby.
But when did this happen? It's recent. This hasn't always been the thing. I remember when I was a teenager, Stern had a famous porn star on who did, I want to say like 500.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And that was like huge fucking news at the time. And this
Right.
was probably like 20 years ago. And like I think her career was over after that because nobody wanted to touch her.
Yeah.
And shit, except for like sickos. And now you have people that are like, no, I got there first.
Yeah,
arguing about it.
It's gonna skyrocket her career.
I can't remember the girl you were talking about, the famous gangbang. It wasn't a Debbie, it was something else. But
Right.
afterwards, she looked like she took 1,000 loads to the face. Like she also looked beat up. This girl I saw, she was like, I have a bruise here. She's like mainly from just grabbing. Like she had fingerprint bruises.
Yeah, no, it's gonna take a beating on your body.
Like just doing that 1,000 times. By the way, it's fucking crazy to me. And where does she make money off of this? Like I still don't know how they all look the fucking same, and they all say they make $15,000 a month on OnlyFans. Who the fuck is paying for this?
Right.
Who the fuck? I consume as much porn as as any guy my age. It's all free now. Like everything I do is free. Why can't you be happy with that?
I just saw something that was like per views on like Pornhub compared to like YouTube. You get paid so much more money on Pornhub than you would YouTube. I mean, yeah, your views aren't going to be as much. You're not going to get as many views on Pornhub, but you get paid way more.
Are you curious?
So you're getting paid per like view.
Are you curious to watch that?
I mean, yeah, I'm a little curious.
You'd give it a click?
I'd check it out for research purposes.
Would you give it a click?
No, I can't, dude.
You got to.
I don't. That's not a click that I'm even interested in.
I can't watch Devil's Threesomes. I get like
It's history.
What's a devil's threesome?
two guys and a girl. Two guys and a girl.
I thought it was like two Devils players.
Two dicks is
Yeah.
one too many dicks for me. Never mind 99 or 990.
Right.
But you're not seeing all the dicks at the same time.
Yeah.
I assume.
You're seeing them at a pretty regular clip.
It's like a machine gun.
Through a whole 1,000. I mean, if they have
Good
any
clip.
editing at all, it must be fucking
Yeah, it's
overwhelming.
Imagine that
Ichiro
editing
highlight
job.
that.
That editing job has got to be worse than her job.
Yeah, there's just a spreadsheet on it. Like,
a lot of footage.
You ever get a load off of number 691? That's fucking crazy. And could they just recirculate loads? Like, number 391, if he had an extremely, impressive photogenic rope, use them again, 200 down the fucking line, right? There's no integrity in that. Yeah, good for you guys. Congratulations on your fucking...
All right, yeah. We'll go to
Hey, folks.
Wholesome, Nebraska. Last night, USC played Nebraska. Nebraska lost, but the real winner, a guy at halftime, hit a full-court putt for a new Porsche.
This was awesome.
Are we playing the clip?
Did you watch this?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was a beautiful putt
You know how hard it is to hit?
on hardwood.
Yeah, like...
Was it an actual golf ball, or was that like a ball?
it
was
it was a golf ball on hardwood.
Look at this.
And then he has a perfect Tiger
Perfect
Woods.
line. Oh yeah, he does great fist pump.
It looks like it's too big to be a golf ball.
Boom, right in the clown's mouth. I think it was golf ball. Boom.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't mean to yuck anything, but this guy won a Porsche.
I'm gonna
Look like a Porsche guy.
No,
I'm a Porsche guy.
Are you? What do you drive though?
Cayenne.
I feel like
I
if
just
you're
know I can't fit in one.
if you're an actual
Smallest.
if you're an actual Porsche guy, don't you call it a Porsche? Or is that you're just like, no, I'm trying to be trying to fit in, but also
I feel like when you start doing that, you're like
100%. Yeah, because I was listening to the clip and they said Porsche in it, and I was like, ugh.
What did that mean?
No, I just like it. I was like, hey, that guy doesn't seem like a Porsche guy. And I'm a Porsche guy. No fucking big deal.
What was that thing you did?
it's like
Stick your nose
like,
up.
Yeah, like fucking snobby.
Uppity.
I'm trying to.
You are.
Yeah.
No. I just like the performance machines. German engineering at its finest.
You got like one of those 5-point seatbelts? No, none like that.
No. But I did go to, they have a racing school in Alabama that is highly, highly recommended if you are looking for like a boys trip or a bachelor party. Funnest weekend I've had in so long. You get to race every model they have straight from the factory. They have a real race course.
Right.
It's fucking unbelievable.
There's one right outside of Vegas where they do a regular oval. I think they have a small road course. Then they have an off-road course, like Drive Vegas or something. I went there because I was going to have Annie drive a Sherman tank. They have a Sherman tank. But it was
No way.
100 and something degrees. And the guy's like, listen, it gets to 119 inside the tank. So we'll give you this monster truck. So she's driving the monster truck. And I don't know how to drive a stick. I'm not much of a man. And so you know that, obviously.
Yeah.
But when they had all these Porsche, Lamborghini, Maserati, all that stuff, the most popular thing to drive on the oval, by far the guy says it's not even close, is the Tesla. Everybody wants that fucking thing on a and he's like, and the ones that we had at first were all stock. I still haven't driven a Tesla, so I don't know.
The torque
Yeah.
is like you can't get close to it.
People who are enthusiasts want to try that, you know what I mean, as opposed to...
And the braking.
Right.
That's like the shocking thing is it decelerates as quick as it accelerates just by taking your foot off the pedal.
With no noise.
Yeah. So it like you can come into a corner flying and like stop on a dime and take the corner and then take off again.
You can't do that in a monster
Electric
truck.
car. No, you cannot.
I think, though, a 94-foot putt in front of how many people? 10,000 people?
Unbelievable.
I mean, that's got to be
Yeah.
one of the best feelings of his life, to walk away with fucking keys. And they threw him the keys right there.
I've seen a billion basketball games. I know what's going to happen. I'd almost rather watch this than watch the basketball game. Like, because
the
guy, yeah.
So this makes me long for the days in Chicago when men could be men. They used to do something called shoot the puck in the second intermission. And they would get 3 people out. I think it was red line. And they set up the same thing, except there were 3 holes in the board. And it would always be the same lineup. It would be a little kid, boy or girl. It would be an old person. And then it would be a smoking hot chick that they would pull out of the crowd every time. And this went on for years and years and years. And the Blackhawks like crushed it. They would get girls that you would just be like, where the fuck did they find these girls?
Right.
And then came to a screeching halt a few years ago because we all know women got pissed off and started complaining, so they ruined it for everybody.
They started fucking guys by the thousands, right? In one night. Didn't Frank do this?
Yeah, I think he did it at a Devils game.
A puck and like win something?
Was it at the Blackhawks?
I don't think he won a Porsche.
No, it was like a Devils thing, I believe.
Yeah, he did it at the ECHL I can't say that, Adirondack Thunder game, but he put it through that tiny hole from center ice.
What did he win?
$500.
Hell yeah. What a disappointment compared to a Porsche.
ECHL money isn't NIL money.
You turn around, you win that tomorrow, you sell it?
Yeah.
You walk out with it?
I sell it. But did you see this year a student at Purdue did like a field goal kicking competition where he like won like a 2-year lease on a car, and then the dealership tried to like screw him out of it?
Oh, really?
They're like, oh yeah, you didn't do it in time. And then everyone went up in arms. Yeah, everyone went up in arms, and they ended up like going back on it because everyone hated the car dealership.
That's shady.
It's you might what was it? Bob Norman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He has those shitty commercials.
Yeah.
R.I.P. He's dead, but
Whoa.
Yeah.
It was him?
Yeah, it was that dealership.
Oh, that's shady.
Yeah.
What's messed up about that is I feel like they always get that insured.
Right. Like you.
So like it's not coming out of their
It's nothing to them. But it was like a 2-year lease, and it would have been like $12,000, but then the bad publicity cost him so much money.
My buddy won a Cadillac on The Price is Right, and
That's cool.
yeah, he got whacked with taxes though, because California.
Oh yeah, you get fucked.
The prize taxes out there are crazy.
Yep. California ain't what it used to be.
I would take it.
He kept it.
Which was it? Drew Carey Price is Right, or was it
Bob Barker one.
Bob Barker?
He has a video of it. It's fucking hilarious. He like runs up on stage and kisses Bob Barker, and Barker's just like looking like.
Yeah.
It's great.
Stella Blue. At Stella Blue Coffee, we believe life's too short for bad coffee. This year, we're asking you to stop settling for boring big coffee beans and make the switch to Stella Blue. Stella Blue's premium coffee beans are hand-selected, Big Cat approved, and crafted to fit your coffee routine, whether it's ground, whole bean, K-cups, or cold brew. I'm a ground hot coffee guy. Do a little French press. What about you?
I'm straight up milk and sugar.
Yeah.
I'm a tea guy.
All right. Well, when Stella Blue gets into tea, that'll be a good day.
I'm a Mountain Dew guy.
Yeah. Oh, and every sip of Stella Blue helps save homeless dogs. And if you thought that was good, sign up for Stella Blue coffee subscription before January 31st and get 20% off your first 4 orders, free shipping, and a chance to win one of 10 Ninja Dual Brew Pro coffee systems. Go subscribe today at StellaBlueCoffee.com to save dogs and dollars all year long.
We got a big event with Paws in Chicago next week.
This is a good time. It's
A
freezing
big
outside.
Adopt-a-thon. Next
Got to get
Wednesday,
dogs
I
homes.
Oh really?
believe. Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, it's tiny. Oh, we need to start tarring and feathering baseball writers who submit unexplainable Hall of Fame ballots, starting with the guy who didn't vote for Ichiro. This is a Dante blog, I believe.
Yep.
Talk that shit, Dante.
Yeah, talk that shit. Why? What, so this guy never has to come forward.
Just seems like every year we're hearing the same story over and over, and this time it's extra egregious because I feel like Ichiro is one of those guys that generational. I feel like everybody in the world would agree he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame on the first ballot, and there always has to be one loser who, feel like, I disagree. Like, everyone hates that.
Or they have like a vendetta, like Ichiro didn't give him an interview after a game one time, and he's like, I'll forever hold a grudge against you.
But Ichiro's the coolest guy in the world, nicest dude.
He's in the Ken Burns baseball doc.
Yeah,
Ken Burns doesn't make docs on losers.
Amen. Hey, Bibs.
But you think it's racism? Think the guy had relatives or something like that? It's just that?
I heard Klimmer say, though, there is a chance that this guy just threw that vote out there because he didn't want him to be unanimous. Because Klimmer was saying, I can kind of agree with that.
Exactly.
He might not deserve to be unanimous.
That's baseball writer mentality, though. They're the worst. They feel like I embedded the clip from The Natural in there where, what the fuck's his name?
Redford?
No, he's talking to Redford. Guy from Godfather. Duvall?
Oh, Robert Duvall.
Yeah, Robert Duvall's talking to Robert Redford, and Duvall's the sports writer, and he's telling Redford it's our job as guardians of the game to protect the game. And they really think that. People feel like they're like the gatekeepers to this upper echelon level of prestige, and it's just I don't know. I think the whole system's screwed up, and it needs to be completely overhauled. I think the players should vote.
Who gets unanimous then?
There's been one player that's been unanimous. It's Mariano Rivera.
Ever.
And then, so Ichiro didn't get 1 vote. Jeter didn't get 1 vote. Ken Griffey didn't get 3. Nolan Ryan didn't get 6.
Yeah.
It's and then people like Hank Aaron didn't get 9, and then Tony Gwynn, Randy Johnson, Greg Maddux, these elite guys that there's no reason to not give them a vote. None of them are unanimous. So
is there a mindset
Willie
that
Mays.
it's a waste of a vote? You don't have to, you know what I mean? He's such a shoo-in with already so many votes. Let me use my small vote. as leverage to get somebody else.
No, it's
you
just
know what I mean?
no, it's just an extra level. Like the Hall of Fame is obviously super prestigious, but then there's that 1% of 1% that is the unanimous.
Well, then
Hall of Fame
there's like he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. He was a unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
There's like different levels to it.
Right. Seems petty.
I think the only people that care about it are like the baseball purists, the writers.
Does it happen like this with other sports as much?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
That is a good
Like,
question.
I was wondering,
do
like
they
football,
try to,
like
you know,
I know.
maintain the integrity. Jordan didn't get a vote.
I feel
Something
like
that,
I feel like the other halls are committees. I don't think that they're like journalists, just journalists like baseball is.
Right.
And there's the whole. It's clouded in, or it's shrouded in anonymity. Like these guys don't have to.
Yeah, you should be
know.
able to see the balancing.
Yeah, that is wild. All right. Bills, Chiefs this
Also,
weekend.
I have a question.
Yes.
Go.
Does CC Sabathia deserve to get in on first ballot when guys like Manny Ramirez still aren't in?
You're talking to the wrong guy, brother. Sure, yeah. CC Sabathia, I liked him as a kid. He was fun. Fat pitchers. We need more fat pitchers. We don't have any more. All the fat pitchers belong in the Hall of Fame. If you're throwing that much weight around
Fuck yeah.
every 4 days, yeah.
All right.
I think, like, so that's a better argument, right? Like, all of a sudden, who deserves? But it's when somebody who universally deserves to be in and they don't get recognized unanimously. I think something's wrong with the system, right? That's
Big
the point I'm
time.
making.
The system's broken, brother.
Fuck yeah.
Big time.
Bills Chiefs this weekend. A reporter asked the Bills offensive tackle Spencer Brown what he's going to do if they win or lose. He said he's going to either celebrate or drink a 24-pack by himself, which I feel like for an offensive tackle, 24-pack, that's like a night. That's a Friday night.
You ever seen the video of Andre the Giant
Yeah.
holding beers?
Just
Yeah, it's sort of like he's holding
looks like there's like
an
6 ounce
grapefruit juice. Yeah,
6 ounce Baja Blast cans.
I can tell you the first time I went out drinking with Willie Colon, offensive lineman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, my best friend. And we're drinking martinis, and I realized that when he threw him back, he does have an Adam's apple, didn't even move. It was like throwing a drink into a bucket. Like, you know what I mean? It's just different. You know, it's like, they just go back. It's almost like breathing in gin and whatever. So he's 8 deep, and I'm trying my hardest. It's a different level. A 24-pack for that guy shouldn't scare anybody or be a surprise. I can still throw back a 24-pack.
Yeah, I saw somewhere where like wrestlers, like their liver is just like so big that they can't like get drunk. Like they'll drink and drink and drink, and they just like can't get drunk.
I mean, Andre's a perfect fucking example.
He had to have like 8 bottles of wine, and he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
He passed out in a lobby during the filming of The Princess Bride, and they couldn't move him, so they brought out the cover that they put over pianos. And they
No
put
way.
over the piano cover
No
and just
way.
left him there for the night. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, he's fucking lit.
That was towards the end of his career too, when he's like, ugh. It was-
Let himself go.
yeah.
Andrei Romanoff.
God, what a great movie.
I wonder if the kid gets backlash for saying that he's going to take down a 24-pack in defeat. You know,
Well, it's kind of fucked up. They asked him like before the game, like, what are you gonna do if you win or lose? It's like, just ask me after what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, like before the game's kind of crazy.
I watched the clip. I don't think he was even bragging. I think it was like, like, I would be like, oh, I'm gonna have a glass of wine and go to bed. Like, I think he is just like, yeah, I'm gonna crush a case and
right.
call it a night, throw Netflix on. Like, I don't think he was like, I'm gonna get wasted and
Right.
drunk. Like, he's a fucking 350-pound guy.
But so where are we then with weed? Like, what if the guy said, I'm going to smoke the fattest blunt I could find and just, put on the other guys? And
I
go
would
to
take
sleep?
that differently, as in he's gonna like numb his.
Right.
Are you allowed? You're not allowed to smoke in the NFL. You can do it in the NBA, right?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what the legality of it.
Yeah, they
if you
they don't care anymore.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, because was it Josh Gordon like got absolutely screwed, and then now I think it's just like, yeah, whatever, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, that fucking kid who, like, the night before draft, they put out the pictures of him smoking out of a fucking
Oh yeah,
filthy
yeah.
gas mask. Remember that poor bastard?
Tunzel or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barstool after rundown. Whatever.
After show.
After show. You got it. You got what I was getting at. Anything?
I would say my recommendation for people not to watch these gangbang videos, but to really get involved with this breastfeeding TikTok that I've been going down.
Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me of that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah.
Large was showing me on his phone before we started recording that they can show nipple on Whoa.
Yeah, that's big too. I got a weird algo, I can
Yeah,
tell you right
you
now.
do.
But now what they're doing is
Big beautiful women.
They're not just showing nipple. They're showing
beautiful
whole tit.
women
Full
who
titty.
have no children. They're holding a fake doll, an obviously rigid plastic doll. Boom, knob out to it. You know,
It's like American
boom.
Sniper. You're just like, that doll's fake.
Let's keep an eye out for that.
So what do you think? What do you think the reasoning was behind that? Do you think that they're like
I think
saying you can't take down me breastfeeding,
yeah, I think that's the loophole.
and they're just trying to be that badly that they're faking breastfeeding?
Yeah.
because they want to show their tit that bad.
I love that word every time it pops out. It's so fucking old school. I wish you would have said it. Yeah, I love the fact that they're finding. So
I feel like this has come full circle.
I'm hypnotized with it. So there's a lot of it now where like you'll just see a spoon in the foreground, and a naked girl will walk by, and you could see her reflection in the spoon, and because it's in the spoon, it doesn't count. And you know, you filter it on the spoon, and that's like they're finding all these.
Who
things.
makes up these rules?
You know, it's good if, like, for an older school guy, like I used to beat off to a Lane Bryant. I could beat off to a Sunset, right? So, like, to see how they're going,
Wait, what?
and, like, find, you know what I mean? Like, he grew up a little different, right? And like to see all the trickeration and stuff that's going on, I kind of admire it, you know, because that's actually.
It's like a Stanley Kubrick shot just to get just to show
Dude, I gotta-
some
There's
tit.
some thought into it, other than, you know what? I need a couple of bucks. I'm going to bang 1,000 guys before she does next
Dude,
week.
I got a bad one.
Go.
I used to print out pictures on the family printer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hide them under my dresser.
Brother,
Really?
hey, I did the exact same thing. Jessica Alba, like Blue Crush days. I had my mom found it though, and took
Same. I came home, my mom moved my furniture around and just found my mound
yeah.
of printed out pictures, horrified. Wouldn't
Yeah,
talk to me
well-
for like a month.
You go in to do the deed and you open the drawer to look for it and it's gone. You're like, oh, surely I misplaced it. And then you're like, oh, wait, my mom does my laundry. She went in here and was putting socks away and found the picture.
Dude, I
and now
had-
it's just like, well, I can't look her
I
in the
think I
eyes.
had hundreds of pictures of Carmen Electra in there.
By the way,
yeah.
just started following her. Still fastball.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, still fastball.
We've come a long way.
Yeah. Bill Burr, no.
Yeah.
Do you think this Bill Burr thing is fake or real?
No, give the run.
Yeah,
the
One Minute
background
Man.
on it.
1 Minute Man does a great background on it and saying whether or not we're being catfish. But the crux of it is that Howie Mandel, who, from all accounts, from everyone who's ever met him, seems to be a huge douchebag. He had Billy Corgan on. Billy Corgan, lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins, and Billy Corgan had said in the podcast that his dad was a traveling musician, and his dad had other kids, other places, and one of those kids, he's pretty sure is Bill Burr. And then Bill Burr came on Howie Mandel's podcast a month later or so, and they had Billy Corgan walk out unexpectedly. And Bill Burr did seem, it was extremely uncomfortable to watch, but I bought it. Like, I bought it because Bill Burr's like, why the fuck are you even talking about this? You don't think I know about this? But there's no reason. The dad's a douchebag. He has two kids. They look like each other, Bill Burr and Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Oh,
they're
they
both
look
Billies.
exactly
They're
alike.
both the same age.
No
And Howie's like a scumbag. You know, everyone's like, he's a scumbag for doing it. And I'm right away like, yeah, he's a scumbag. But I don't know. And you had said to the point, if it's coming down the pipe, that they're going to do a movie where a famous musician and a famous comedian are now brothers.
Yeah, I did not say that, but
Did you?
no, that was not. I think that's in the blog. I think
it
that's
might
in
be
the blog.
Okay.
But or no, that's what Kevin said on the
Kevin did?
1
Okay,
minute.
yeah.
But yeah, that could be the
Yeah.
conspiracy theory. But I just don't think Bill Burr is like a bits guy
Why
like
would he
that.
do
Like,
it?
why would he?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, Dante, you're
What do you
I feel like
feel
a good
about Billy
conspiracy
Corgan?
theory.
How talented do you find it? Because music guy.
So I loved Billy Corgan until I moved to Chicago and heard just through the grapevine how bad of a dude he is in
Okay.
real life. It's kind of affected. I mean, I still love Zero and 1979.
Gish.
All their fucking.
Bury Me. I mean, they got some fucking bangers, as the kids say.
I mean, that Melancholy double album is
Yeah.
one of the best of my lifetime. But yeah, he's, by all accounts, he's just a shitbag. Nobody likes him. But Bill Burr, I feel, is the complete opposite of that. It's one of those things where it's like nature versus nurture, you know? You take someone with the same genetics, and they can be totally, totally different people. It's kind of wild. I don't see the resemblance, though.
Yeah,
Besides them both being like
The
bald.
Bald, white guys.
In the face, though, they kind of have the same.
I just think that if it's true, this whole thing is true, then it is kind of despicable on Howie Mandel's part.
Yeah.
You know, to do something as fucking weird as that. So anyway, we'll take a look at it. 1 Minute Man's got the best clip from it, and then you make your own decision whether or not I'm being catfished. But Howie Mandel's a douchebag.
All right, that's the rundown.